We said something was suspicious. Now to get these type of details, sickening, man. Sickening. Let's check this out. This is the 911 call from the alleged neighborhood watch female that called in about the problems and the ruckus that was going on at the house that young Scooter was at before the police arrived, in which case he then evaded and lost his life same night, day of his birthday. This is the call.
There was literally a shooting. The house, literally the neighbors next door, the house of the address that I just gave you, the 273. There is literally a whole domestic dispute going on. There's like seven guys that live in this house, and
What's your
then
name?
I'm sorry, what is my name?
Uh huh. Okay. Okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so I'm the neighborhood watch,
Uh
and
huh.
basically my
Neighborhood watch. I'm the neighborhood watch. There's seven people in the house and there's a whole domestic dispute going on. She says,
like I said, these guys they're like selling drugs in and out of the house. All you see is guys coming in and out of the house with guns and stuff. They holding the guns in the air, and then it's like
guys coming in and out of the house. It's a drug house and they holding their guns up in the air. Okay, keep going. You're doing good.
I'm not sure if they're pimping, but it's
Pimping. Whole nother turn. Okay, we trapping, we pimping, guns in the air, Onyx style. You neighborhood watch. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see how in depth she can get. This is some Tarantino shit she's going with, huh?
the situation that's going on right now. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw
No clothes. Okay.
her outside. He was fighting the girl.
He's fighting the girl. Seven dudes in the crib, guns in the air, all that pimping. Threw the girl outside naked. Now he's outside fighting her.
He literally fought the girl. I'm not sure what they was fighting over. If they was fighting over drugs, that's what it sounded like. It sounded
Pimping, drugs, maybe both.
like they were fighting over drugs. Um, and then they started shooting. She had someone come.
Who is they? The seven guys? The one guy that tossed the naked girl outside and started fighting her? But then he's fighting this woman, and then the other six guys started. Who's they? They started shooting. This is a whole movie scene that's going down, huh? Okay.
Come over there and they started shooting. But the house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing so. They're doing illegal stuff.
What do you need an investigation for? If you got this whole scene of commando going on there, like who cares about an investigation? Show up to this shit right here, right now, right?
Over there, and it's disturbing
How
the
many shots
area.
were fired?
I would say three. It was three shots.
When did it
Three
happen?
shots.
It's happening now.
It's happening right
Okay.
now. They're shooting right now.
So I believe the girl is hurt,
And
and
they're
that's why
coming
I
from
say
273 William Knott Drive.
that's not yes. And the girl is hurt because she was like bleeding profusely, like blood everywhere.
Everywhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you see or hear
She was
anything else?
yeah, she's trying to get away, and they're holding her. She's being held hostage, like she's trying to. They brought her. The guy that was fighting her, she ran outside naked, and then he was fighting her outside. And then there was
Okay.
another commotion. She tried to get away. He dragged her back in the house. So now they're at the door, literally fighting. She's trying to get
Dragged her back in the house, but they're at the door. So you could see all this. Is it inside the house or outside the house?
out. He's refusing to let her out. And it's like seven guys in the house. There's also a child in danger as well because she has a baby.
There's a child in danger as well because she has a baby. You just know, yo, this, what the fuck do you need detectives for when you got neighborhood watch that got this much fucking insight into what's going on? What?
Okay. You said the female was naked.
Yeah, she's naked and she's bleeding profusely from her head.
Okay. Can you give me a description of the male?
The male is like he's has like a caramel complexion, low
Is he
haircut.
black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
He's black and he drives. I believe. Well,
What
it
color
looks
shirt
like
and
this is
pants do he have on?
a blue.
Was she about to give the description of the car? Did she say he drives? Yo, she cut herself off from describing the car for a second.
Regular blue jeans and
Oh
like a
my
regular like
God.
t-shirt.
Well, before I get into that, is this a business house or an apartment?
This is a house, and I think you guys should get here quick
She
because
is
this
sick.
girl is he's really hitting her, and it's a
Still,
child involved. There is like 7 guys in
Okay,
the
ma'am.
house, and they all have guns. You guys need to
Okay.
hurry and get here before
they all have guns, all 7 of them. What the
she
fuck?
she doesn't make it.
Ma'am, we already have help organized for her. What's the phone number you're calling from? Exactly what happened?
There's a situation going on in this house. There's 7 guys that live here, and they're basically, I'm not sure if they're running some type of sex traffic. This individual, she's a 5'2".
Why didn't y'all tell me that she got all the way to sex trafficking? She got the sex trafficking too? What the
Light-skinned female, black hair. She ran outside
She been following the Diddy case too much.
naked, bleeding from her face. She tried to go. She tried to get away. She was dragged back into the house, and they're holding her hostage. And then there was a baby involved. So this situation is really serious, and he's punching her. If you guys don't get her, she's going to be really hurt. There was literally a shooting. The house, literally the neighbors next door, the house of the address that I just gave you, the 273. There is literally a whole domestic dispute going on. There's like 7 guys that live in this house, and
What's your
then
name?
I'm sorry, what is my name?
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so
Uh, I mean, when we heard this, Neighborhood Watch, when we heard this the first time around, I don't know about y'all. I said, this sound kind of insane. Can I put it past today's gangster? You just never know. But this just sounded to me like they really doing that much. They making it that hot. It's 7 guys walking around with their guns in the air. They beating a naked woman outside. They dragging her around. She's bleeding from the head. They holding her hostage. There's a kid involved. She almost describes like when you listen to it, it's just like, what? And I guess we kind of was just waiting for confirmation that this was bullshit because we seen prior they was looking for her ass. They wanted the identity of the person that made this 911 call. And sure enough, this is the fucking internet. There's videos that came out before she went live today and tried to clean this bullshit up, which she actually made worse. Before that, there's people doing videos saying, oh, I recognize her voice. That's Demi Blanco from that Zeus Network shit, that baddie show, whatever. There's motherfuckers IDing her on the internet from her fucking voice, her stupid ass. And then Pete, what does she have to do? You talk about this is the good side of the internet. I mean, the internet it causes so many fucking problems, but this is the good part of the internet. People then figured out who she was and said, no, 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 come here. We know exactly who this is. We're not letting you get away with this bullshit. We ID this person. We even know what her face is, what show she was on, her background, her IG, everything. And then y'all forced her to go live, but this is what she says.
There's a action, there's a reaction for every action. This is part A. You guys didn't have part A. You guys only have part B. And the narrative, it looks like I was trying to set this man up because you guys don't have part B. I'm giving you part B. I'm giving you what led up to the call. I was physically abused, so I called to protect myself.
The unfortunate big joker that the average ignorant ass woman is going to throw on the table. I was being hit on. I was being abused. I mean, what's her name? Demi Blanco. I don't watch that Zeus Network shit. baddies. I don't watch that shit. I mean, some people do. It's cool for some. It's just never been my cup of tea. But Demi, whoever the fuck you are, if you want us to believe you now, which none of us do, if you wanted us to believe you now, we would still ask you the questions. When you called 911, why didn't you just say that it was you being beat? Why the fuck would you start talking about some other naked girl getting dragged around, guns in the air, 7 guns, a baby involved, dragged around, getting beaten in the front door, out the door? This is going on. That's going on. I think it's a trap house. I think it's sex trafficking. I think that it's pimping going on too. Why didn't you just say that you got beat then, or you got hit then? Because you want to know what? As much as we understand that the law and people in society will cater to a woman if she puts that big fucking joker on the table and says, I'm getting hit on, people's going to hear out. People's going to hear you out. But even if something did happen to you, you know nobody going to listen to you now, and you don't deserve it. You don't fucking deserve this whole Quentin Tarantino fucking movie, and now you got the nerve to say that you was the one that was getting. There's more. Let's just see. The thing is, too, she actually posted on her live, on her story, I'm going live at 1 p.m. to talk about this. You premeditated this response to all the backlash that you got. And this is the best that you came up with.
That's the issue. That's part A.
Part A.
I never had any intentions to get anybody hurt. I was the one that was getting hurt. And I came here to say my truth. That's it. That's all. I don't want no clout. I don't want anything. All these troll pages. Y'all don't know me. None of y'all know me at all.
No, we don't. We don't know you personally. We just know you for this bullshit that you did right here. Welcome to your 15 minutes of fame.
Oh, at the end of the day, I'm a woman. And I was physically abused.
You see the trump card. At the end of the day, I'm a woman. That's your escape route. I'm a woman. This is what makes the women that actually are about something be disgusted in the pit of their fucking stomach. At the end of the day, don't you? This man lost his life. It's not even like you didn't even know what happened and what transpired. Like, this is all already happened. It's all already unfolded. They was already looking to figure out who the fuck was the 911 caller. And you still go live on your Instagram, and this is the route that you're going, knowing that a life was already lost. Let's finish it.
Multiple times. There's a reaction for every action. This is part A.
Wow.
You guys didn't have part A. You guys only have part B. And the narrative, it looks like I was trying to set this man up because you guys don't have part B.
For every action, there's a reaction. You got it, shorty. Let's make sure we continue to give you what you was looking for, the attention that you was seeking. So what do we got here? This is your Instagram. Girl, la, whatever. Yeah, 5,000 followers. Demi Blanco, musician/band. Muslim? Are you sure? You sure you're Muslim? Female artist. Battyville.com. And I know somebody that follows up. Yo, Moda, I'm upset at you. I'm finna text you behind this shit. What the fuck? This is what you turned out to be. What is this? A skinny bad bitch. What the fuck? You want to know what? You might have had something going for yourself too. This isn't even the baddest, a horrible looking page. You know what? It doesn't even look that flimsy or dirty as if you don't got nothing going on. You're putting your best foot forward on your page. What the fuck inspired you to call 911 on this man? Jealousy? Another woman? Ex-girlfriend? What made you call 911 on this man? All right. People, this was going around too. Let's make sure we don't jump out the window here. So Young Thug tweeted or put up, Autopsy came back, Street got shot. Okay. Autopsy came back and young Scooter was shot. Go on his Twitter. This is no fake tweet, no April Fools. Well, I'm not playing April Fools with nobody's death, and I assume Young Thug would do the same. Now, shout out to Young Thug. Respect to Young Thug. But I'm gonna say this as well. Let's bring this up here. This is everywhere at this point. It's on every site. It's on all media pages. Young Scooter's cause of death has been revealed. Okay, the Atlanta rapper, real name Kenneth Bailey, died after puncturing his thigh and losing too much blood as a result of climbing a wooden fence. Mr. Bailey sustained a penetrating injury of his right thigh that created marked blood loss. This injury was not a gunshot wound. Mr. Bailey injured himself on organic wooden fencing material and or wooden debris after vaulting at least one fence, the medical examiner shared in a statement to the Rolling Stone. That autopsy finding has come back, and it's all over the place. And once again, that's all due respect to Young Thug. You hear such a suspicious story of when the news broke that doesn't add up, doesn't make sense, and we got a vendetta, and we're bred and we grow up hating the police, and we want to blame the police. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they are absolutely to blame. Okay. But Young Thug, people, chat, anybody that watches this video, Young Thug doesn't have anybody that works in the autopsy office. He's not a doctor. He wasn't there. He wasn't in the hospital. He didn't see the wound that this man suffered. Okay. Like, I don't even think Young Thug could even be in Atlanta, right? As per his plea agreement, right? So this is a man that put out his opinion. It doesn't mean everybody goes say, oh, Young Thug tweeted that he got shot, so that's what it is. Okay. And on the other side of the coin, it doesn't mean that these motherfuckers can't lie. I don't remember last time I seen a lie go that deep, like the autopsy shit, and it came out and it just got uncovered. Oh, this was false. This was a whole big conspiracy that they put together. I tell you what I've seen most of the time. What I've seen most of the time is police fuck up, kill somebody, and then they gotta fucking stand up to this shit. And you want to know when they get by? When they get let off free. When they get let off fucking not guilty. When they put their fucking when they put their guns to us, when they put their knees to our backs, or when they suffocate us or choke us or they kill us, all that type of Rodney King and whatnot, and then they get off. That's what I see, if anything. I haven't seen them shoot somebody, hide the fact that he was shot, and then have all time. I don't remember. I mean, if I Google it, I'm pretty sure it's happened in history before. But everybody, I don't think it's cool to do that either. A life was lost. And let's say this, unfortunately, there are still some suspicions surrounding this man's death because nobody still understands why the man fled. Nobody still understands why the man fled. This girl obviously wasn't there, the one that called 911 and now is retracting and saying, oh, I was the one that was abused. Well, where are you? Where's your bruise? If you was going to go live, you want to know what you should have did? You should have took a picture of all your war wounds or your scars or your bruises or your face or whatever and post that and say, listen, world, I was getting my ass whooped, so I called 911. I just did it the wrong way. Post that then, right? Women be real quick to pull a boomerang, whether they did it to themselves or whether somebody else did it to them. And just like people be quick to post the bruises on their face and all that type of shit, right? You want to show something, show that. But obviously you wasn't there. They knocked on that man's door, and we still don't understand why the fuck he took off and ended up jumping fences and whatnot. We still don't know that. Cops didn't come out and say this turned up. We found a tossed gun, while in the same area that he was found with a puncture wound in his leg. That gun was then traced to this. We didn't hear none of that come out yet, neither. So we still don't have the answers to that shit. It's just a life loss over something that seems senseless. And you want to know what's going to happen right now? When people want somebody to blame, just like Young Thug coming out and say, nah, it was a gunshot. When people want somebody to blame, you want to know who's to blame the most at this point? This fucking female that made that phone call. Why? Not necessarily because Young Scooter is an angel. I don't know what Young Scooter was in the midst of. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he did. I don't know why he ran. I don't know that. But what I do know is there's butterfly effects and there's cause and effects. That phone call, which we now know for a fact, as per this woman even admitting it, was fake. Them cops came and there was a cause and effect. He took off for whatever reason and he lost his life behind it. So if anybody is to blame, it's her. What I'd like to understand is what's her charges now? What's her charges now? I hope this deters women from using the law for these stupid, petty relationship type situations, because that's what it looks like right now. Nobody's going to believe that there was getting hands put on her because she wasn't there. She didn't make the call from there, and she totally retracted and changed all this Tarantino shit into, oh, by the way, it was an A story and a B story, and it's actually me. It's too late. We don't believe you. You need more people at this point. So people, it's fucked up. But if you want to point a finger, it deserves to be her. And I would love to see just think about it like this. As much as I don't wish jail and death on people, imagine if it was your people's and some woman or some man did that to you and you ended up losing your life behind it. Y'all would want them under the jail at that point. Don't lie to me.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss making decisions, my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry True Podcast. Welcome to the house of. And shout out to the members.